Hello, welcome back to this session. In this session, we will look at the teacher activity feature of the ASIS platform. From your teacher gateway, you can access the activities menu from here. In case you don't see this, it's either you don't have access to enter the activities or you have not properly configured the period and student for that course. In case this is the issue, you can watch my previous videos which takes you through how to do this thing on the initial setup. So without wasting time, you go to the activities option, which brings us to the three options here. Now the recommendation is that the activities should be at least filled a day before class, so that it wouldn't be that you have to do this during the class, but it has to be pre-filled. To create an activity, you click on the create button here, which brings you to the activity form. So the first part of this video, you look at the various fields in the activity form and then what information goes there. So our first entry is the date of the activity. So if you are filling it for a future date, then it is this future date which you have to put in here. Then the period is automatically populated based on the selected period. Then we have the activity type. Now the activity type is pre-filled by the school admin. So in case the activity you want to create is not here, you have to speak to your school admin. But for example, we have a course lesson and then assignment to be the two types that we have. More can be added by your admin. So we will start by selecting a course lesson. Then the next field is the theme for the lesson. So here we are still dealing with social studies. If you check the subject is social studies basic 1. So I would enter some topic. Let's call it Constitution, just as an example. So that is the theme. So let me call it Knowing Our Constitution. So that is the theme for the lesson. And when you come down here in this box, this is where you enter the activity details. So this is like how you want the teaching to go. It could be the goals for the lesson and any information which you want to put there. So this is very open, and normally how you do it would be a policy of the school and what information you think you should put there. And we should know that whatever you put here will be visible to the parents when they view the student activities. So we will just type some activity details goes here. So whatever, and you can format it nicely with the formatting options up here. You can do that. Now the activity filling would proceed with this switch here. So we will come back to it in the next section of this video. You can enter some short description. So knowing your constitution, and then we save it. So we accept, and we've created or we've added our first activity. If you want to add more, we can repeat the process. If we are done, we can close it. Now we can always come to edit to see the activities that we have created. For example, this is the one I just entered, and here we can even search the activity based on the theme. based on theme. We can use that to search. Now, in case you want to make some changes, we can always come to the edit side, click on it, it opens, and we can make whatever changes we need, and then we can save it again. So this is how we can edit an existing activity. Now move to the second session where we look at gradable activities. So there are some activities that the teacher wants to assign grades to. For example, you want to give students some scores for their contribution during the lesson, or during the lesson you did a quick exercise, there were some grading and you want to enter them. So that is where we do the activity grading, which is the second point here. So we use the existing activity, we open it, because normally this is what will happen. You create the activity ahead of time, but during class you want to assign some scores. So you can always open it and locate this switch here, which says it's gradable. So when we turn this on, it asks us which assessment category we want to assign the scores to. So we can select which category it is. So for example, this could be, let's say, homework, and then it asks what is the total score that you are going to assign. So maybe we are assigning maximum 10 scores. Then down here, this table now pops up, which is the grades table. So you can then select, when you go to add, you can select a student and assign a score. So I give this student 8, and then I give another student, let's say, 9. So I can use this, or I can, if I want to give scores across board, I can use autofill, which allows me to select multiple students and assign one score to them. So I can select this, select that, and then say I give each of them 5 scores, and that will add those people to the table here for us. So after that, we can then save, just like we've done always. So that is how we can add grading to our activity. The final thing in this video is the activity notification. So some activities would be or can be configured to notify parents. This could be, for example, assignment. So if you have an assignment activity, you want to notify parents that there has been an assignment so that they can check this. And how you do it is, so you create a new activity, and this time we select assignment. So let's say we call it assignment 1. And here we can enter the question for the assignment into the activity details, or in cases where you have it as a PDF, you can just go to the attachment side, click on attachment, and then upload your PDF through this process. Or you can type the question in the activity details box. Now once that is done, you see that because the activity type has been configured to send notification, this switch button appears here, that's send notification. So if you turn it on, then it means that when you save this right now, it's supposed to notify parents of the activity you just created. And these two options here can help us add exceptions. So for example, if we want the notification to be sent to only some parents, then we can turn on the exceptions and only select those students that we want to send to their parents. I'll turn it off now. And then this can also help you enter some custom data for the parents. I'll turn that also off. But the most important thing is send notifications should be on in case you want to notify parents. So once that is done, we will then go to save, and then accept. So immediately you save, you see that even the teacher receives the notification. This was originally 4, it has now changed to 5. So if you go to your mailbox as a teacher, you can see that this is the new activity which says new activity assignment. And when you click, it tells you that the activity type is assignment, the theme is assignment 1. And you can click on show activity to show the original activity which was created. And this is where the parents can see the question and everything which was part of the assignment. So parents will receive the same type of notification here in their mailbox, and then also through email and WhatsApp if these things have been configured. So that would be all for the activity setup and creation. See you in the next video.